Regarding the Rick May controversy, in my ever so humble opinion, anyone that is right now using the Rest in Peace Rick May tag in their name is at the very least a tad bit pretentious. Now I know that this is a pretty unpopular opinion, so hear me out. What is the true reason for people right now using this tag? Is it to express their shared sadness for a now gone actor that they had looked up to and that they adored for so long? Or is it merely an empty phrase that they use to put themselves in a spot of moral high ground? Well, from what I could gather, it is usually the latter of those two. I myself hadn't known about Rick May until he died from COVID-19. Now, of course, any death that comes from the pandemic is a tragedy in itself, but artificially glorifying an 80-year-old voice actor that has passed away and shedding tears over him, though you didn't care for him until just a few days ago, just so you can think of yourself as a better person, comes off quite hypocritical. I've got to hand it to those who do share the tag right now that they do have their hearts in the right spot. But nevertheless, I do think it's important to talk about this, and it does not change the nature of their actions. You may of course disagree with me, and I know that such a delicate video as this will receive its fair share of criticism. However, I do firmly believe it must be said. Once again, do not get me wrong. I do not like that Rick had to go, and I dismay the virus and all it does. Just as all watching this video, I too am under quarantine in the confinements of my home, sitting in front of a screen. I want you to know that that never was my argument. My argument is that Rick lived a long and fulfilled life, and a lot of people are just overreacting beyond any point of reasoning. Should you find yourself disagreeing with me, and keep in mind that that is totally acceptable, think very carefully whether you're actually devastated because a person that you held dear to your heart just died a tragic death, or if you do what everyone else does by naming yourself Rest in Peace Rick May in the hopes of people taking note of yourself and not in the hopes of carrying out the memory of Rick. Share your own opinion with me, anything goes, just keep it civil. I'm very interested to find out how this sort of video is received. Do surprise me, people of the internet.